Hey everyone, how are you guys today? Today I have a Chrysler 200. This is a rental car, so I'm going to give a quick in-depth tour of it, show you around and cool stuff like that. Also, you may have noticed I'm filming in 60 frames per second on my iPhone 6, so that's the camera that I'm going to be using. This is the key. Pretty good key, lock, unlock, trunk release, but you don't actually need this at all. You can just stick this in your pocket. Because this has keyless entry, all you have to do is touch the back of the door handle and it'll unlock. There's a proximity sensor that senses how far away the key is from the door handle, and that'll allow it to open and close, lock like that. So we have a black exterior with a black cloth interior. This is a rental car while our Mercedes actually got into a rear-end collision. It was just minor damage. The little plastic piece in the back popped off, and just paint damage and stuff like that. So that's getting fixed. The insurance authorized Enterprise rental agency to give us a rental car. We're actually returning this today. We've only had it for about 3 days. So that's a little story on that. There's also an update video that's going to be coming on my ML, Mercedes ML, that's in the shop right now when we get it back. So just a little heads up for you guys. I'll put the link in the description below. Anyway, here's the power button. Put your foot on the brake and press the button to start. Pretty nice car. Go ahead and turn on the headlights. Hazards. And sorry, these are the headlights. Different controls here as well. So also your dome lighting for the instrument cluster and instrument cluster lighting. Anyway, the front windows are fully automatic. And we'll just go ahead and check a quick walk around the exterior. Like I said, we've only had this for about 3 days, so I don't know much about it yet. Sorry for any wind noise, and there's also someone's getting their lawn cut, one of our neighbors, so sorry for that. When we first got this, I wasn't too excited, but there are some good qualities about this car which do make it pretty pleasurable to drive. The first thing, that we had an option between this or a Hyundai Sonata. We've gotten Sonatas before as rental cars, so I thought it'd be nice to get this as a little change. The thing that got me on this was the styling. Chryslers definitely have a very sleek looking style. I really like the front. It's pretty nice. You do have LED lights here, daytime running lights. Other than that, there are no other LEDs on this vehicle because it's pretty stock. Rental cars don't usually load it up with options, so I mean, you do have LED tail lights, but like the brake lights and turn signals are all incandescent bulbs. Nice chrome piece down there. And you can also hear it beeping because the key is in my pocket and I walked away from the vehicle. So that's a nice little neat feature. I'll go ahead and hop in because it is pretty hot out. Over here, you, like I said before, you have your light controls, mirror controls, windows, lock and unlock. Nice aluminum looking plastic trim. You do have this cool, I forget what it's called. Jaguar also has a name for it, the way how it wraps around the dash and there's this little elevated part here. We'll go ahead and jump into the infotainment system. Over here you have your different radios. AM, FM, and this does have satellite radio because it is a pretty new car. You can see there it only has 7,000 miles on it, just about. So you do have your radio, you do have different presets here that you can set, as well as a whole other list of them. So in total you can fit 12 presets. So that's a pretty neat feature, and they can be mixed between XM, AM, and FM as well. Here you have your different stations. You can browse your different AM, FM tuning. It'll give you info on it. Favorites, game zone, which I'm not sure what that is. Like I said, I don't know all the features on this car. You can replay audio, which is a neat feature. I believe a couple other American manufacturers also have that. I'm not sure about any foreign manufacturers having that yet. Then your audio settings, your equalizer, your balance and fade with a center button, speed adjusted volume, so the volume will increase or decrease depending on how much speed depending on your speed or how much outside noise is coming into the vehicle. Loudness, which just, you know, like it says, improve sound quality at lower volumes. It also adds a lot more bass, I've noticed from personal experience. And auxiliary volume, that's for when you have your auxiliary cable plugged in. Your media, you have auxiliary device or USB. Phone, nothing's connected right now, but you can connect phones via Bluetooth. This one is not equipped with navigation, so it just has a compass there. Your climate control settings. This is your hot, cold. You can slide it accordingly. Your fan speed. And also your different modes. What I don't like about a lot of cars nowadays is they're integrating climate control only into here, which kind of makes it like a little more tedious to use. If you want to change climate control, then go back to radio, then go back to navigation, things like that. But what's nice about this car is it does have basic controls over here, like you have your fan speed, your temperature control, you know, AC, recycling, front and rear defrost. So it's not exclusively to the infotainment system, although it does have it there as well. You'll also notice if you're in a different category and you increase or lower the temperature, there'll be a little arrow here, which will also, at the top left of the screen, which will also increase or decrease. So you have a general idea of where the temperature is, although it doesn't give you exact degree or Celsius or Fahrenheit temperatures. You also have a fan control there as well, and your different zones as the top right. More categories. You can just have basic things, outside temperature, clock, your settings. Stuff like that. Basically all of your settings, stuff like that. Like I said, it's not too hooked up in the infotainment because it is a rental car. So moving down, like I said, you have all your air conditioning controls, your screen on or off, traction control, and the back button just for the screen to make it a little easier. You can tune it and scroll. Your conditioning. You also have this hockey puck shifter, which I'm not personally a fan of myself. But basically you put your foot on, it's locked. Sorry. It's locked right now. When you put your foot on the brake, it allows you to shift between categories. And if you put it push down and over, then it'll bring you into low mode. I haven't actually tried that out myself yet, but I guess it's lower gear if you need extra traction or power or something like that. At the top of the speedometer, it'll show what mode you're in. When you put it into reverse, you also do have a rear view camera with guidance lines, which is sort of surprising for a car like this, except it's pretty good because I forget by what year, but soon all cars are going to be mandated to have rear view cameras. So it shows that Chrysler is just a little step ahead of the game by putting that technology into their lower end vehicles already. Electronic parking brake, cup holders here. You also do have extra storage down there. Another thing I just noticed today is that it doesn't seem like there's that much storage in this vehicle. So I was playing around with this little thing. I noticed if you push this back, you have extra storage down here. If my camera can focus. You have a USB import, auxiliary import, as well as a power outlet. Very good amount of space down here. You can also close it halfway in case you want your phone out, connect while it's connected in, and then it still gives you access to one cup holder. This area is very nicely padded. It just feels like real leather. I think it's the only real leather part of the vehicle. But when you open it, you do have a decent amount of space in here as well. It's pretty deep. And the steering wheel display. You have your basic controls. It's nothing too fancy. You know, your speed controls, hands-free telephone. Through the categories, you have screen setup. Actually, I don't know what that is. So I actually don't know what that does. I haven't been through that category yet. Your digital readout, your different vehicle temperatures, and tire pressures. Your fuel economy, trip data. This is actually our trip data. So in the past 3 hours, we've driven this car, I guess, a total of 3 hours in the past few days, 100 miles and 22.7 miles per gallon. Considering we have a Hummer, Porsche, and Mercedes, that's actually the best miles per gallon I've ever seen in a car before that I've driven. And you just get general messages there, and that pretty much brings you back to the categories. You do also have controls behind the steering wheel here, just for your volume. I don't want to infringe on any YouTube copyright laws, so I'll keep the volume low. The steering wheel is nice. It does have these bolstered areas, which are very nice. Me personally, I've only driven cars with wood and leather steering wheels, from Cadillac Escalades. We have a Porsche with the wood steering wheel, Mercedes with wood steering wheel, so it is kind of nice to have an all leather steering wheel. Makes you feel a little bit more sporty. Nice Chrysler logo there. It is manually adjusting, so you pull this lever out and it'll adjust. You can adjust it manually. Up here, it's all cloth. No sunroof, actually, which is kind of surprising. Your mirror. Little sunglass holder area. lights, pretty basic, as well as an auto-dimming rear view mirror, which is nice. Well, it's not too bad of a car for an entry-level, like, mid-size sedan. I'll just go ahead and rev it for you guys real quick. I mean, it's not the greatest sounding engine. It has a rev limiter right about 4,000 RPM, so it's not the best sounding motor. We'll actually go ahead and check out the engine real quick. I don't know the specs on it, but obviously it's 2.4 liters. I just got that information by reading the top of the engine cover. It's pretty loud because it's a hot day right now, and we just came back from a long drive, so I guess it's pretty hot, the engine, and it's just been sitting here. Black on black is not the best combination for 90-degree weather. The hood feels actually pretty solid. That's one thing I noticed on cars, how solid the hood feels, and the hood on this feels a lot more solid than competitors such as, you know, Toyotas or Hondas. We'll go ahead and check out the trunk real quick. There's a trunk release button here. Automatically opens up a little bit. There's also a little button under here to open the trunk, and there's your rear view camera as well. Pretty good size for a car like this. Under here you have your spare tire. And it's all carpeted. You do also have these little side cutouts, which we're good. A little more extra space in there if needed. In the back seat, there's a decent amount of space. I'm sitting behind myself, so that's how the seat would be positioned if I'm driving, and I can extend my feet pretty far out. I've got that much leg space. What is that, about like 5 inches or so knee space, so that's pretty good. This also is a little padded, little storage area. Also a little storage area there. And I'm also about 5'10", and I have about this much head space, so about 3 inches or so. Not bad. Cloth seats. You do also have this interesting design on it. I don't know what it is, but it looks kind of cool, I think. I don't know what the point of it is. Just maybe design or help it keep cool or something. I don't know really. It doesn't get actually as hot as you would expect a black seat to get. So maybe that's what it's designed for. You also have this center console here, 2 cup holders, a little extra storage area, as well as the trunk pass-through. Otherwise, it's not too bad. I mean, you have a decent amount of window space, an extra little window back there. So, it's not the worst, I would say. Also, speakers here. The sound system isn't the best, but I don't know. I guess I've gotten spoiled to good sound systems because in our Mercedes, we have a Harman Kardon sound system putting out 850 watts. And then also in our Porsche we have a Bose sound system putting about 600 watts. So I'm not sure about on the wattage on this. And on the Hummer we have a Monsoon sound system, all from the factory, just the upgraded versions of the stock ones. So it's not the greatest sound system, but you know, it works. Definitely no rattles or anything when you put the bass high. The build quality seems excellent. One thing I did notice is the roof line is very low. So when I got in just now, I hit my head. So you just got to keep that in mind. Same thing on the front. I mean, you do also have manual seats here, where on the driver's side you have automatic seats. So you just got to be careful. Like I just grazed my head there again a little bit. Just low roof line, you know, make it look sleek, but that's sort of the payoff you get for making it look sleek, is you have less head space. Glove box is pretty decent sized. You have this little compartment back here which actually goes pretty deep. You can like have half my arm is in here, so you have a lot of space in here. Extra cup holder on the side there as well. Not bad. Sitting here. The mirrors also are very small. I've noticed that too as well. And I guess the combination of the A-pillar being so low strung and long, and that and the combination of me only driving SUVs mostly, it's hard to see entrances to some places occasionally at night. Also because you guys can't see right now, but the headlights don't go all the way out this way. If you can imagine, the car is pointed straight. The headlight would probably only go till about where those tire marks are. That's actually from my ATV, but the headlights would only go that much to the side, so it doesn't give you much side visibility at night, which kind of is kind of a little hard to deal with, but I guess it's not the worst problem in the world. But anyway, you know, for a base rental car, it's definitely better than a lot of the competitors. It's also a lot better than, you can see a little notification there. It's also a lot better than just having a completely base foreign car. I think base American cars come with more features and options than foreign cars such as German cars do, just because you have to get a lot of options in German cars and foreign cars to make it actually equivalent to a not so heavily optioned American car. So I think in that way Chryslers are much better than foreign cars. You definitely get a more solid feeling, and they're built more solidly. Let me just shut this beeping up. They're built more solidly, I think. You can definitely feel it while driving. Although there's a little bit more wind noise and road noise than I think you could be used to if you've been driving a luxury car. Otherwise, it's pretty good. Just some minor complaints like the mirrors being a little small, the headlights not going that far out. But if this was your car, you'd probably get more options in here. Make it look a lot better. Obviously, you could get leather, navigation system. I'm sure you could get heated and cooled seats. You know, the whole 9 yards, so. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I've been starting to get a lot more involved in my channel lately, which is a good thing. So there'll be a few new videos published. This, I also have a Hyundai Sonata video and the update video on our ML. Just press this to lock it. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and you know, if you liked it, you know, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, all that stuff, you know, promotion, everything. So anyway guys, take care and I'll see you on the next video.